Hello friends, welcome back to a new video of I Square. We were dealing with the chapter sets, and in the previous class we have learned what is complement of a set. And in today's class we are going to solve some problems related to the concept complement of a set. And the questions are from exercise 1.5. The first question from exercise 1.5 is, we are given with the sets universal set A, B and C are another different sets, and we are asked to find the following sets. So first of all we have to find what is A complement. What is the definition of A complement? If A is any set, then A complement is the set of elements of the universal set which are not in A. So what is A complement? For finding A complement, we want to look at A. A contains 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from universal set we want to remove 1, 2, 3 and 4 and want to write the other elements, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is what is A complement is. Now what is B complement? Look into the set B. Avoid all the elements of B, that is 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 from universal set, and the remaining elements are in B complement, that is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. This is what is B complement is. Now we want A union C, the whole complement. For that, first of all we want to find what is A union C. What is A union C? The set of all elements from A and C. So A contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Again C contains 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 and 4 are already written here, so we are going to write 5 and 6. This is what is A union C. Now we want the complement of A union C. So we want to delete all these elements from our universal set. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 is deleted. Again 5 and 6 is also deleted, and the remaining elements are 7, 8, 9. So this is what is A union C, the whole complement. Now we want A union B, the whole complement. So first of all we want to find what is A union B. A union B is the set of all elements from A and B. So A contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and B contains 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 and 4 are already written here, so we want to add 6 and 8 to the set. Now what is A union B whole complement? The set of elements of universal set which are not present in A union B is the answer. So we want to delete 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8 from the universal set, and the remaining elements are 5, 7 and 9. So 5, 7 and 9 are the elements of the set A union B, the whole complement. Now we want to find what is A complement, the whole complement. We have learned in the properties of complement of a set that for any set A complement, the whole complement is always that set itself, that is A itself, and we have proved that in the previous class. If you have any doubt, go through the previous class and come back to this question. So A complement, the whole complement is equal to A. A is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to find what is B minus C, the whole complement. For that we want to find first of all B minus C. How will we find B minus C? In order to find B minus C, we want to eliminate the elements of C from B. So what all are there in C? We have 3, 4, 5 and 6 in C. So we want to eliminate this 3, 4, 5 and 6 from B. So 3 should be eliminated. Since 3 is not in B, we don't want to do that. Now 4 should be eliminated. Again 5 should be eliminated. 5 is not there, so nothing to do. 6 want to be eliminated, and all the elements of C are eliminated from B now. Now what is B minus C? The remaining elements, that is set 2, 8. Now we want to find B minus C, the whole complement. That is complement of this set. Now what we want to do is delete these two elements, that is 2 and 8 from the universal set. Avoiding 2 and 8 from the universal set, we have the remaining elements 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9, and this is our set B minus C, the whole complement. So that's the end of question number 1 from exercise 1.5. Now we shall move to question number 2 of exercise 1.5. The second question is, if U is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, find the complement of the following sets. We are given with the universal set and we are asked to find the complement of these sets considering this as the universal set. Now first of all we want to find A complement. Yeah, A is given like this, the set with elements A, B and C. So in order to find A complement, we want to delete these elements, that is A, B and C from the universal set. So deleting these three elements, we have the other elements in A complement D, E, F, G and H. This is our required set, that is A complement. Now we want to find what is B complement. So we want to delete these elements D, E, F and G from the universal set D, E, F and G. Except them we have A, B, C and H in B complement. Now we want C complement. C complement, for finding C complement we want to delete A, C, E and G. A, C, E and G should be deleted, and except them we have B, D, F and H. B, D, F and H for C complement. Now we want to find D complement. In D we have F, G, H, A. F, G, H, A. So we are deleting those elements and remaining elements are B, C, D, E. That's it. B, C, D, E are the remaining elements. So we were asked to find A complement, B complement, C complement and D complement, and we have found out all those sets, and that's the end of question number 2. Now we shall move to question number 3 of exercise 1.5. Now the third question is, we are given with a universal set. What is our universal set given? Universal set is the set of all X sets, that X is a natural number. Therefore, the universal set is the set of natural numbers. Find the complement of the following sets. So, considering natural numbers as the universal sets, we are going to find the complement of the following sets. From the third question, we have the first subpart as set of all X such that X is an even natural number. So, in order to find its complement, we want to delete even numbers from the set of natural numbers. So, what is remaining is the set of odd numbers. So, the complement of this set will be set of odd numbers. Yeah. Now, second subpart is set of all X such that X is an odd natural number. We want to find the complement of set of odd natural numbers. So what will be its complement? We want to delete the set of odd numbers, that is all odd numbers from the set of natural numbers, and what is remaining is the set of even numbers. After removing the odd numbers, we have even numbers in the natural system, and after removing even numbers from the natural numbers, we have odd numbers in the natural numbers. Now, the next question is set of all X such that X is a positive multiple of 3. So, we want to find the complement of the set of positive multiples of 3. So, if we remove the positive multiples of 3 from the set of natural numbers, all the remaining elements will not be multiples of 3. So, the remaining elements, that is the complement of this set, is set of natural numbers which are not multiples of 3. That will be the complement of that particular set. Next question is X is set of all X such that X is a prime number. So what are prime numbers? For example, we have 2, 3, 5, 7, and we have already discussed in our previous classes that what are prime numbers. So in excluding prime numbers from the set of natural numbers, we have composite numbers, right? Excluding 2, 3, 5, etc. We have the remaining elements as the numbers which are not prime are 4. Yes, we have 4, 6 and so, which means they are composite numbers. Yeah, the set of composite numbers. The numbers which are not prime are called composite. So, set of composite numbers will be the complement of this particular set. But we have missed some number, that is 1. What about 1? We know that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So, when the set given is the set of all x such that x is a prime number, when we remove prime numbers from the natural numbers, of course we will have the set of composite numbers and one more element. So we will write set of composite numbers union the element 1, the set containing the element 1. So 1 and all other composite numbers will be the complement of this set, the set of all x such that x is a prime number. Now we have set of all x such that x is a natural number divisible by 3 and 5. So the set contains the natural numbers divisible by both 3 and 5. Which are those numbers? They are 15. Yes, 30, 45, all these numbers are divisible by both 3 and 5. So, what will be the complement of this set? It will be the set of natural numbers. Complement of this set will be the set of natural numbers which are not divisible by either 3 or 5. For example, consider the number 9. 9 is divisible by 3 but it is not divisible by 5. So, 9 will be an element of the complement of this set because the set given is the set of natural numbers which are divisible by 3 and 5. So, excluding all those numbers, we will get the set of natural numbers which are not divisible by either 3 or 5. Now, next question is x is a perfect square. What will be the complement? The complement will be the set of natural numbers which are not perfect squares. That's simple. Now, what about the 7th question? Set of all x such that x is a perfect cube. What will be the complement? Set of natural numbers which are not perfect cube. Which are not perfect cube. This will be the complement of the given set. Now, 8th question is set of all x such that x plus 5 equal to 8. We want to find the complement of this set. That this set is the set of all x such that x plus 5 equal to 8. Which means x is equal to 8 minus 5 which is 3. So, the particular set contains the set of all x such that x is equal to 3. So, the complement of this set will be the set of all x such that x not equal to 3. Because this set is the set of all x such that x is equal to 3. So, the complement contains the set of all x such that x is not equal to 3 and that's the answer. Now, we have set of all x such that 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. 2x plus 5 is equal to 9. So, we have 2x is equal to 9 minus 5 that is 4 and x is equal to 4 by 2 that is 2. So, the given set is the set of all x such that x is equal to 2. So, the complement will be the set of all x such that x not equal to 2. That's the question. Now, we have the set of all x such that x greater than or equal to 7. So, it contains the elements 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. So, its complement will be the set of all x such that x less than 7. Which means it does not contain 7 but it contains the elements which are less than 7. Why this set becomes the complement? Because the given set is the set of all x such that x greater than or equal to 7 which includes 7 8, 9, 10 and so on. So we want the natural numbers which are less than 7, that is the set of all x such that x less than 7, that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Always remember that in all these cases x belongs to set of natural numbers because the universal set given is the set of natural numbers. Now next question is set of all x such that x belongs to natural numbers and 2x plus 1 greater than 10. 2x plus 1 greater than 10. Now 2x plus 1 greater than 10, which means 2x greater than 10 minus 1, that is 9. So x is greater than 9 by 2. So what will be its complement? It will be the set of all x such that x belongs to n and we have x. The set is x contains the elements which are greater than 9 by 2. So the complement will contain the set of x which is less than or equal to 9 by 2. There is one more condition, that x is a natural number. So that's the end of question number 3 of exercise 1.5. Do carefully while finding the complement of a set. Now we can move to the next question. Now the fourth question is to verify De Morgan's law. We are given with universal set and two sets A and B and we are asked to verify the De Morgan's law, and we know that the De Morgan's law are A union B the whole complement equal to A complement intersection B complement, and A intersection B the whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement. First of all, we are going to verify the first law of De Morgan, that is A union B the whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. For that we need A union B first and then we can find A union B the whole complement, which is our LHS. Now we want RHS. Therefore first of all we will find what is A complement and what is B complement, and then we will find what is A complement intersection B complement, which is our RHS. So let's do that. So for that, what is A union B? The set of all elements from A and B, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5, 7. 2 is already written here. 3, 5, 7 should be added to here. Now what is A union B the whole complement? The complement of this set. So eliminate 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 5, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 5, 7 should be removed, and what is left is 1 and 9. Now what is A complement? Delete the elements of A complement, that is 2, 4, 6 and 8 from 2, 4, 6 and 8 from universal set, and what is remaining is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now moving on to B complement, we want to delete the elements of B from universal set, that is 2, again 3, again 5 and 7. After removing we have 1, yes 4, then what 6, 8 and 9. So we got A complement and B complement. Now we want to find what is the intersection of A complement and B complement, which is our RHS. So looking into this, we can find that 1 is common and 9 is common to both of them. So no other elements are common. So A complement intersection B complement will contain 1 and 9. And see this, LHS of our first law is A union B the whole complement, that is 1, 9, and RHS is A complement intersection B complement, which is again 1, 9. So LHS equal to RHS, and hence De Morgan's law is verified. Now the second De Morgan's law, for that we want A intersection B. Yeah, A intersection B we want, and then we want A intersection B the whole complement, which is our LHS. After that we want A complement and B complement. It is already found here. So after that we can find A complement union B complement, which is our RHS. Now, what is A intersection B? What is common to A and B? We know 2 is common. Now, what is common to A and B? 3 is not common, 4 is not common, 5 is not common, 6 is not common, 8 and 7 are not common. So, the only common element is 2 for A intersection B. So, A intersection B is set 2. Now, what is A intersection B? The whole complement. We want to delete 2 and all the elements are there in A intersection B complement. That is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. That is A intersection B whole complement. Now we want A complement union B complement. This is A complement, this is B complement, and we are going to write all these elements together. So it will contain 1, 3, 3. We have written 1, 3, then 4 we have, okay. 5 we have, okay. 6 we have, okay. 7 we have, okay. Then 8 and 9 is common. So we have 8 and 9 too. So look at these LHS and RHS. It contains 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here also 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we can say that LHS equal to RHS in the second case also. So that's the verification for De Morgan's law. The first De Morgan law is verified, the second one is also verified, and that's it. That's the end of this question. Now we shall move to the next question. Now the next question is to draw appropriate Venn diagram for A union B the whole complement, A complement intersection B complement, A intersection B the whole complement, and A complement union B complement. Now for Venn diagram we have this as the universal set, okay. Now we have A and B, two sets. This is A and this is B. And what is A union B? It is the union of A and B. That is the set of all elements from A and B. So this shaded region is A union B. It contains all the elements from A and B. Now we want the complement of this set. So we are going to shade the complement using the blue ink. That is, complement of A union B is deleting A union B from the universal set. So we want to delete this shaded region from the universal set. So the remaining area will be shaded using the blue ink. So the area shaded with the blue ink is what is A union B the whole complement. So this is the blue shaded region. Blue shade is the required Venn diagram area, Venn diagram for A union B the whole complement. Now we want A complement intersection B complement. For that, first of all analyze what is A complement and what is B complement. What is A complement? First of all we are understanding what is A complement. A complement is simply something which is not A. So we want to delete A. What is A here? This is A. This shaded region is A. We want to delete A from this set. That is what is A complement. So the shaded region with blue is A complement. Similarly, what is B complement? For B complement we have universal set A, B, and for B complement we want to remove B. This is our set B, and we want to remove this B from the universal set. So except B, the region shaded with blue color is what is B complement is. So this is B complement. Now we want the intersection of A complement and B complement. Look into both of these directions. Where are both blue lines intersect in both of these figures? Look here. Which all areas are commonly shaded with blue in both of these figures? we know that this region, this outer region of the circles is shaded with blue here. Also the outer region of this circle, both of these circles are shaded blue here, and that particular region is common to both the diagrams. So we are redrawing that. This is A, this is B, and we found that the area which are outside the circle is shaded commonly blue in both of these diagrams. So this shaded region is A intersection, blue shade, is A complement intersection B complement. And look at these two pictures. Here A union B whole complement is the region shaded outside the circles with blue, and here also A complement intersection B complement is the blue shade which are outside the both of these circles. So this diagram and this diagram is same. So we can prove that A union B the whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement using the Venn diagram itself. So that's the first De Morgan's law. Now we want to draw A intersection B the whole complement. First of all, we want A intersection B. This is A, this is B, and the intersection of these two sets is this shaded region. This is A intersection B. And what is the complement of A intersection B? All the other region except the region shaded with the black. This is our A intersection B blue shade. A intersection B the whole complement. Now we want A complement union B complement. A complement union B complement. So we have A and B, and we know that what is A complement? The region shaded with blue here, because this was A and all other region except black shaded is the A complement. And what is B complement? Except B, the all other region is B complement. We want A complement union B complement, which means all the region shaded with the blue in this figure should be shaded, that is except A, all other things. That is A complement. Now what is B complement? Except B, all other things. Except B, all other things, which means this. What is A complement union B complement? The region shaded with blue here. So blue shade is A complement union B complement. So look at these two pictures. Here we have blue shaded region and here also we have blue shaded region. So which means A intersection B the whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement, because both the areas shaded in blue in both the pictures are same areas. So that's the second law of De Morgan. So A intersection B the whole complement is equal to A complement union B complement. So that's the end of question number 5. We have drawn the Venn diagrams for all these 4 sets, and hence we proved the De Morgan's law. Now we shall move to the next question. The next question is, let U be the set of all triangles in a plane. If A is the set of triangles with at least one angle different from other, what is A complement? So U is the set of all triangles in a plane and A is the set of triangles with at least one angle different from other. What does it mean? One angle is different from other. We know that in a triangle there are 3 angles, and let it be x, y and z. The set A contains the set of triangles in which at least one angle, let it be x, which is not equal to the other angles. So this is the condition satisfied by x. So at least one angle. This can happen or this also can happen. At least one may differ or all may differ. So what is the complement of this particular set? Consider the set of equilateral triangles. In equilateral triangle we have x is equal to y is equal to z. All the angles are equal. So the complement of the given set A is the set of equilateral triangles where we have all the angles equal. So the complement of the set A complement is the set of equilateral triangles. Now, next question is fill in the blanks to make true statements. We have different fill in the blank questions here and we want to fill the blanks to make the statements true. What is A union A complement? A union A complement. We can use Venn diagram to solve this. We have A as this set. The circle is A. And what is A complement? A complement we can shade it using blue. A complement means except A, all other things. What is the union of both of them? Both black shaded region and blue shaded region, which is the universal set. So A union A complement is universal set. Now the next question is phi complement intersection A. Phi complement intersection A. We have universal set and A here. So what is phi complement? Phi means empty set. The complement of an empty set is always universal set. So universal set intersection A is the question asked here. So universal set is this whole rectangle. Intersection A. A is this circle and the intersection of this whole rectangle and the whole circle is the circular region. So that is A. So the answer is A. Now we want A intersection A complement, and we have learned in the previous class that A and A complement are disjoint sets, therefore their intersection should be phi. Let's check that once more. This is A, of course, and what is A complement? The region outside A. So the blue region is A complement and the black region is A. And do you see any common area of intersection here? No, which means their intersection is phi. Now, what is U complement intersection A? U complement, this is U, right? What is the complement of U? It is simply phi. So, the question changes to phi intersection A, which means empty set intersection A. Empty set contains nothing and A contains some elements may or may not be, but what will be the intersection of empty set and any set? Of course, it is empty. So, the answer for this question is also null set, that is empty set. So, that's the end of exercise 1.5. We had almost 7 questions and certain questions had different subparts also. So, we have solved too many problems with the concept complement of a set. So, that's the end of this video. We have solved all questions of exercise 1.5. In the next video, we will come with some practical applications of sets and operations on sets. So till then, wait for the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.